Hey guys, we are back with some Diablo, and yesterday I finally did the second conquest. The one I went with for this journey was the completing a T10 rift in less than 2 minutes, and I got that one completed yesterday, so I am going to finish this journey right now and we're gonna do this 60 grader rift, and then we can move on to the next journey. In my personal opinion, well, it's not really a personal opinion, but in my experience, most people quit at, well, actually, I shouldn't even say that. Most people quit Journey when they get the pet. People that go further generally stop at this point because you get the tab with this one, right? But I'm going to keep going. I'm kind of a perfectionist, I guess you'd call it. So I want to get all the journeys out of the way. Next one is probably going to be a bit before I upload because I have left the conquest that I'm having the most difficulty with at the moment. I've left that one to be the third conquest for the next journey, and that's gonna be the 45 solo. And it's really weird because you sit there and you're like, 45 solo even without a set should be easy. I'm doing quite a bit higher than that's such false. So false. That's how I was doing it. I'm like, this be a fucking breeze, I can do this shit. Went in, got like brutally fucking murdered. It's really quite amazing what a piece of set gear will do for you. So, to say the least, I'm working on that set. I have all the pieces I need for that 45 solo, but I want to be extra safe, and I am going to work towards getting them all ancient. About half of them are ancient now. So yeah, I want them all ancient, and I will do the video for that, just in case there's some of you demon hunters out there that might be struggling. It is a pretty tough one, in my opinion, so yeah, like I said, I'll do a video and show you, which spells I'm using and gear and all that. Just it might be a bit down the road, because I still have to get the rest ancient. And actually, one thing that I should have mentioned at the beginning of this video, but there's a very high possibility that you already know this. But if you've watched my other solos that I've been doing for the season on this Demon Hunter, you will know or will have noticed that I swap builds. So it was always the shadow set up until now, and now it's the grenades, which is the build I originally was after anyway. But you know how it is, sometimes you just get handed that gear, and that was the way with the shadow set. It was the gear you get for doing the journeys and stuff. So I ended up just really liking it because the Impale was just too good to give up. I loved that Impale. So I took it to the max pretty much. I wanted to push as far as possible with that build. And I probably could have pushed further. I pushed it to 58. And then once I finished the 58, I just realized I was having to put, more effort into it than needed. Because that build was basically a farming build. It's not meant to push. And I had like all my gear except for 1 or 2 items augmented. Everything was ancient. Everything gemmed and enchanted. And we were still, really pushing hard just to get close to the 60. So that's when I decided to swap to the grenades, and it's doing really well. I have a lot of work to do because since I did augment all that shadow set. I have like next to no gems leveled for this set. So that's what I've been doing a lot of lately. I've been running rifts to level my gems. So I have my second ring is augmented, and that's it. So that's going to be a big part of what I'll be doing in my streams and stuff. On Saturday, I'm going to push a little more with this build. And yeah, so that's that. And that's really all I have to say about anything. So I'm going to leave you with our normal battle music. And I hope you enjoy the rift. I'm so glad to be done this journey finally. It definitely felt like, well, I won't say it was the longer one. The one that felt the longest was whichever one had the set dungeon in it, because that set dungeon took a bit.